Yeah.
We'll open up for questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So, just so incredibly proud of our team and the fight that they showed today. And this team, I'm telling you that nobody has hearts bigger than our players. They leave everything that they have out on the floor every time they're between the lines. They're going to war and they're going to battle. And I'm just so proud of our team for the way that they finished that game. Things went our way, early in the game. We were able to knock down shots. We were able to get going in transition. We were able to get pretty flowing offensively. And then the second half was a little bit different for us. We didn't shoot the ball as well as we had in the first half. But what's so amazing about this team is they found a way, and that's what we do consistently again and again. We're going to find a way and find a way. And, we had some players with some outstanding performances. Delanie Crawford here is one of them that just does it on both ends of the floor. You look at her 7 rebounds, you look at her, her 26 points, and you see her ability to really play offensively all over the floor, at the rim, behind the arc. And when a defender takes something away, she's able to find a different way to score. You look at Tamyra Poindexter, huge in the second half, the way that she was scoring around the rim for us and her aggressiveness to the basket. And then Maddie Cartwright coming up huge, for us with obviously that layup there at the end, and then the free throw and the offensive rebound, and Delanie's clutch free throws too. But I felt like in addition to those 3, we've really had good contributors from our team all the way around.
Yeah, just talk about those guards that stepped up for you tonight with Array going down and being able to bring in especially the bigs too. There was a lot of bigs that you brought in. I think 4 within a minute at the end of the game. Just talk about how your bench really stepped up for you guys.
Yeah, this team, we are full of versatility, and that's one thing that's a huge advantage to us. And obviously there's different opportunities and different matchups that we look at for those substitution patterns. And sometimes we went big and we had several, like you said, we had several posts on the floor, and sometimes we went small and we had several guards on the floor when we were looking for more penetration and we were looking for more outside shooting. And then we went to our bigger lineups where you saw Tamyra playing the 3 and maybe Jessica Evans at the 4, and you saw Hadley or Kate or Coranda in the post at the 5. But I felt we got great contribution from everyone across the board. You look at what Amira Brown does for us defensively when she comes into the game. But, I'm really proud of Cam Matthews. You look at the way she came into the game, and you look at the way she defended some of their key players, and then you look at the way that she handled the ball offensively when they were trying to press us in the second half, and able to settle our team and able to get us in flow a little bit. So really proud of our team effort today.
There were a lot of female basketball players out in the audience. So how important is that to the program? And then Delanie, what's it like playing in front of them, knowing that they look up to you?
Well, first of all, the community in the city of Tulsa and their support today, it's just amazing. It's amazing, and we feel that energy. I feel like every game we have more and more and more fans, and to be able to have all those youth basketball players that were here today, and Delanie and I were just talking about it out in the hallway. We have great players that are great role models, and to be able to not just play a game in front of a community, but know that we have players that partner with the community, to know it's more than just an autograph, right? It's someone that they feel a connection with. It means so much to us, and it means so much to our program to be able to serve others. And today was really fun. I mean, Delanie can tell you a little bit from a player perspective, but I'm telling you that crowd support and the home environment we had today, that pushed us to that win. That fueled our energy that we had to finish that fourth quarter.
Oh, for sure. The kids yelling at the other team's free throws. I just remember being that age and watching other people on the court and be like, I'm going to be there one day, and then me being here and looking at those people and them asking for my autograph is just full circle moment, and it's such a blessing that sometimes you don't realize until some little girl comes up and asks for your autograph. So just being in this position and having those impact on those people is something I don't take for granted.
Delanie, obviously, just from a player standpoint, how physical this game was. There was a lot of girls going down and trying to get back up, or some that weren't able to. Just talk about how physical this was and how you had to just push yourself. There was times I saw you were gassed, and you were trying to push through. Just talk about that and how physical it was.
No, yeah, I mean, that's something we talked about this whole time. We knew that's what Rice was going to bring. It just takes another level. We knew the physical part was going to be there on your body, but just to dig deep mentally in the end of shot clocks, end of quarters, before media, it takes a lot. And I think we struggled in some points. I know I struggled at some points, but it took throughout the whole game, we got it done. And the end of the game, end of quarters, like, I just think that it was a whole team effort, and we pushed through our fatigue and got a win that was a little ugly, but, you know, we got it done.
You led the whole first half, though. I mean, you had 18
Yeah.
going into half. Just how you propelled your team to going into half, and you know, Coach, you can add this kind of. What was the energy like going into half and coming back out, and then having that really long run in the third, and you know, ultimately getting the win?
No, we always start great. Like, that's our first quarter is our thing, and I think we're still working on that middle little lull that we have sometimes. And I think that we did better translating the first half to the second half, and there was still a drop-off at some point. But I think to be able to get us out of that drop-off showed a lot of growth from our team. And so for that, like, I was really proud of our team for getting through that.
Yeah, you know, one thing that this team does is, like, every halftime, I feel they're so attentive and they're so eager for those adjustments and those preparations. They work so hard in the game plan and in the scout and in the preparation. And then we come into halftime and we say, okay, what did we talk about? And half the time they've already talked about half the adjustments, you know, that we're going to talk about. And that's because of great leadership, like with Delanie, and great leadership with Tamira. You know, they really lead those halftime talks, and then the coaches come in and we try to give them a couple things on defense and a couple things on offense, and they're good at making those adjustments. But again, I'm going to come back to this team's fight and this team's heart. When we leave that locker room, there is complete 100% belief that we are going to do whatever it takes to win this game. And it's really that belief that our players have, not just in the outcome of the game, but it's the belief that they have in each other when they step out of that locker room that's going to determine that last minute in the fourth quarter. You know, you mentioned we were tired. We should be tired. We worked really, really hard, and that's one thing our team prides itself on, right? Get tired, work hard, give your best, give your all. And in those moments, whenever we may look a little bit tired, there's no doubt that our hearts are gonna take us to the finish line.
Delanie, they tie the game at 63. You didn't have a timeout. What were the players? Did you guys get together? What did you guys, amongst yourselves, tell each other? Was there anything that went through that moment because you didn't, there wasn't a timeout that was called that coach, had to tell you, but what did the players talk to each other about?
I mean, it was not really a stop and play. So,
Yeah.
so we knew our offense going down, and I think it was just execution, really, and kind of didn't even really run the whole play, but just know that we had to score. So put it in people's hands that we trust, and, I mean, our team knows kind of have each other back. I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot of talk. We just kind of did.
It wasn't a moment that they questioned in any way.
No.
You know, we practice a lot of special situations in practice, and y'all have seen us. We've been in a lot of close games, and so they felt confident in that moment, and they were able to convert in that moment.
Yeah.
Anything else?
You have a lot of really good shooters on offense, but kind of on the defensive side, what are the things that you emphasize, and maybe the stuff you mentioned going into this game on defense?
Me too. Well, we emphasized first our transition D. We knew that Rice was a good transition team, and I was really proud of our transition defense. And the second thing, we emphasized the rebounding, and I felt like in both of those areas today, I felt like our team did a great job.
You probably don't know the extent of it yet, but is it the same knee on Array, and do you know anything else kind of about?
Yeah,
that?
we don't know anything yet. We're still under medical evaluation with that. So.
Just wanted to check. Thank you.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Y'all stay warm, stay dry.